Hey, what's up? Eric Wong here, and today I've got a great video for you that's going to help you out if you have tight hamstrings. Now, I run into a ton of people who always have tight hamstrings, complain about it. They stretch and stretch and stretch and nothing happens. And what you're going to learn in this video is why that is and what to do about it. So if you've got tight hamstrings, it causes low back pain, it messes with your knees, affects your ability to squat deep, affects your ability to set up in the deadlift in the proper position, then this is going to be a very important video for you. Okay, so what happens is when people stretch their hamstrings, first of all, they're often doing typical static stretches. And I talk about this a lot, but static stretching is not going to give you permanent gains. You need to add other elements into the mix to ensure that whatever gains that you do make last. And you're going to learn about that in this video. Okay. Number two, when people do these static stretches, we run into that mindset that more is better. Okay, we got to get into it more, stretch as far as we can go and really hammer on it, and that's going to give us the best results. Well, that's not actually true, and that's going to actually impede your results, as you'll see today. Okay, so here's what's up. Now, I'm here at this park and I saw this actually. I was doing a little workout here, doing some chin-ups. There's wicked monkey bars around here, but I saw this little kind of step-by-step, I don't know what this is, barrier. But I thought, okay, this is a perfect place for me to demonstrate exactly what I want to talk about and teach you with respect to unlocking your tight hamstrings and curing your tight hamstrings, okay? So what often happens, people will, oh, I got to stretch my hamstrings, go to the highest part, stick their leg up and like really wrench on it and go forward, okay? And you can see, first of all, I've compromised my spinal position. My hips are out of alignment. I'm not straight here, I'm not in hip extension here. I'm kind of flexed here to compensate because this is too high for me. I can't get my leg up there and stretch it effectively, okay? So that's the biggest problem that a lot of people do. What you want to do instead is start at the lowest level with which you can keep good posture and lift your leg up and place it on your own without having to like throw it up there and compromise your positioning, okay? So I could do this one, no problem, okay? Thank God. I can do this one. Okay, we're cool. Here's where it's kind of, once I warm it up, it'll be okay, but that's probably where I'd work. Okay, here would be too high because I'm trying to lift it up and I can't get it up actively, under control. It's not going to go to that level. Okay, so what happens here is, what brings my leg up? Well, to bring my leg up is the hip flexor. Flexes the hip like that. That's flexion of the hip. Okay, that's directly opposite to the hamstring. So if you've got tight hamstrings, so they're super tight and they're preventing me from lifting my leg up, okay? And then I loosen them up with static stretching, so there's no strengthening involved at all. What happens is, because my hip flexors are so weak, they're not gonna be able to use that range of motion at all, and they're not gonna fight back against the hamstrings and say, hey, okay, we can keep this range of motion. So what we gotta do in this situation, what you can do is you're lifting your leg, you put it on, okay, I'm good here. Got a little bit of a stretch there, that's cool. Now I'm gonna do the active and strengthening component. So I'm gonna push down, activate the hamstring, the glutes. Okay, that's gonna further lengthen the muscle, okay? And then when I'm done that, 5 seconds, relax again, make sure I'm in good position, and then active component, lifting my leg. Okay, I'm lifting my leg up off the barrier there. You can't see it too well, but I'm gonna do that, hold it for 5 seconds. What that's gonna do is strengthen the hip flexors. And that is how you can keep that new range of motion that you gain. Okay, because if you're not strengthening in that range of motion, you're gonna lose it. Your body's like, okay, I'm weak and unstable in this new range of motion. I better not keep that. Let's tighten up again so that we're safe. Our joints are safe. Okay, so that's more important to your nervous system. So that's how you're gonna actually cure your tight hamstrings. It's a bit of a slower process. Well, the other process doesn't even work, like just excessive static stretching. So it's the process that will work. It's not instant, but you're gonna not only increase your flexibility, you're gonna increase your strength and your functional movement ability, okay? So hopefully that came across. And if you could find something like this, it's perfect. You can kind of test yourself. Okay, I'm here now at this level. After a month or a couple weeks to a month, I should be up here. And after 2 to 3 months, maybe 4 months, if I'm really dedicated and it's really, really tight, it could be up to that level, okay? So you'll just be able to see your progress. That is key to everything that we're doing here, consistent progression, all right? So hopefully that helped you out and you understand a little bit more about flexibility and why traditional methods and old school thinking isn't always going to be helping you out. Okay, it might actually make things worse, increase joint stability, and decrease strength and power if you're doing it acutely. So that's that. Now, I've got a program that integrates all these concepts for all of the muscles of the hip. It's called the Hip Flexibility Solution. You can peep that at www.hipflexibilitysolution.com. And you can always find me, well, you're gonna be able to find me newly at powerdojo.com. Okay, we'll be changing things up a little bit around here. And you're gonna wanna check that out because there's a lot going on that is gonna help you to get in top fight shape. All right, so that's today's video. That's it for today. I'm out. Peace.